If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
Off.
That's it.
I'll make sure that I keep it short, but I am truly here for very selfish reasons. Starting with on March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes. Listen, I have learned as I serve on the Doge Oversight Committee that there is only one language that the people that are in charge understand right now. And that language is money.
All right, let's set the scene here. It's a bright and shiny day in the world of Twitterverse, and the world's richest man, Elon Musk, has just found himself in the middle of yet another social media storm. The man has been rocking the world with his Tesla Twitter antics, SpaceX dreams, and let's not forget, his absolutely iconic "I'm going to make a flamethrower" phase. Yeah, he's a walking, talking, meme-producing machine, but enter Jasmine Crockett. And things just got real. For those who don't know, Jasmine Crockett is a Democratic congresswoman from Texas, and she's the kind of person who doesn't just speak her mind. She gives it a whole stage to perform on. And by perform, I mean destroy any and all opponents. She doesn't need a mic drop moment. She just needs to open her mouth.
Right? And this is all at the same time. Like, Elon doesn't want us talking about the fact that he has received almost $1 billion worth of new contract money from the U.S. government in just 2 weeks.
Yep.
$400 million for Tesla and over $300 million for SpaceX. This is nothing more than a money grab. He's not out there trying to save money for the American people. That's not what he's doing. He's lining his pockets. And at the same time, he's outraging people who don't know exactly how we spend our money and how it benefits us to make sure that things like HIV and AIDS doesn't become the worldwide pandemic that it used to be.
Yeah.
Exactly. Same thing with everything else that we're dealing with, because now we know Ebola was found where? Here. In New York.
Yep.
I mean, we need people that are experts, not idiots that play on Fox News or play on the internet.
So, what happens when you put an electric car billionaire who thinks he's the smartest guy in the room against a woman who's been serving up no-nonsense truths like hotcakes? You get a showdown of epic proportions with more sass and snark than a cat meme and about as much restraint as a toddler on a sugar high. It all started when Elon Musk decided to throw some shade, like a dad in a 2004 minivan, at the government for its handling of various issues. Because, of course, he's been the poster child for taking down the government one tweet at a time. He's like that guy who shows up at a barbecue and talks about how the food could have been better, but refuses to offer any help. Naturally, Jasmine Crockett wasn't about to let that slide. So, in the most graceful way possible, she did what any self-respecting person would do when confronted with a billionaire who might as well be doing donuts on the moon. She called him out. And let's just say if there was ever a moment when the internet collectively shouted, "Yes," this was it.
You know, the lack of cohesiveness on that side is why this has been the most unproductive Congress. People all over X and everything is like, well, they don't deserve anything. They're so unproductive. Let me tell you, the people that y'all keep putting in charge are the reason that we are unproductive, because they don't understand how to govern. And honestly, they don't even have a will to govern. And the fact that they are allowing somebody who basically is a shadow president to come out and tell them what to do, including Donald Trump, because listen, we know that Elon, as they have touted about how they need to get rid of the immigrants. Let me be clear. Elon cannot become president of the United States because he is an immigrant who has gained U.S. citizenship later on in life. So he's not qualified to be, or he's not allowed to be under our Constitution. So instead, he decided that he was going to buy a president. And right now, he is pulling all the strings on Trump.
First of all, you gotta love how she made her point. She didn't need a 5-page dissertation on Musk's various questionable actions. Nope. Crockett simply laid down the truth, using that special mix of directness and humor that could only be described as brutally charming. Her tone? Think of a grandma who's disappointed in you, but also low-key hilarious. She didn't just destroy Musk with her words. Oh no, my friend. She didn't just pelt him with facts like they were ping-pong balls in a high-stakes game of tennis. No, no, no. She delivered those burns with the precision of a surgeon wielding a laser.
Elon Musk boosted false U.S. aid conspiracy theories to shut down global aid. Now, while he was boosting those lies about U.S. aid, and he was stopping money going for, say, things such as Head Start, somehow the only money that didn't stop was the money that him and his organization. Now, I don't know how you can have him be the watchdog as well as the guy that is literally living off of the government. If we want to talk about government welfare, it looks like Elon Musk, because it's my understanding that just on yesterday, a new contract was approved.
Let me paint the picture for you. Imagine you're Elon Musk and you're sipping on your non-alcoholic martini, thinking about how you're going to revolutionize public transportation in the next 10 years. Then, boom, a tweet from Jasmine Crockett, cutting through the Twitter noise like a lightsaber through butter. Zap. You're out here acting like the government is your personal enemy, she started. But you don't want to pay your taxes, huh? Tell me how that works, Elon. Do we need to get you a map so you can find your way back to the We're All in This Together club? Now, if you're Elon Musk, what do you do with that? Do you try to win the internet back by posting a picture of a Tesla model doing an impossible stunt? Maybe. But that's going to be hard to do when your audience is still chuckling at the whole map to the We're All in This Together club line. But wait, it gets even better.
For approximately $300 million for Elon Musk. So listen, I just want y'all to be honest. You want to sit here, you want to lie, because so often we hear, well, yeah, we did lie. In fact, he admitted that he lied when he was in the Oval Office yesterday. But if it's a lie that will get you into office, such as saying, I know nothing about Project 2025, yet on day one, you literally do everything that you can to implement it, including making sure that you put, say, one of the main architects of Project 2025 over the OMB, it's okay, so long as you get the power that you seek.
Crockett didn't stop there. Oh, no. She also turned her attention to Musk's Let's Go to Mars fantasy, which, if you haven't been following the saga, is basically Musk's lifelong dream of leaving Earth behind and colonizing the Red Planet. So, while the rest of us are sitting here wondering if we'll be able to afford our Netflix subscription in 10 years, Musk is over here plotting to live on a different planet entirely. And that's fine. You do you, Elon. But Jasmine was like, Mars, really? I mean, why go to Mars when you can't even fix your social media platform here? Let's just make sure we can all have working Wi-Fi on Earth first before we start trying to set up some Wi-Fi in space. Maybe that's where the real innovation needs to happen. Start with the basics, Elon. Start with not getting ratioed by your own followers.
Yeah, so oversight, the purpose of the Oversight Committee is to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse. And right now, we've not heard from Elon Musk nor anyone else that works for Doge. So it's interesting that prior to, it was a matter of Elon Musk is the one that's running Doge. He is the one that is shutting off funds. He's the one that's committing basically a lot of constitutional as well as legal issues as it relates to our monies and what we do in Congress. But now they're saying, no, he's just there to advise. And in an advisory capacity, the president can have whoever he wants advising. The problem is that no one has come before my subcommittee or any other committee in Congress to talk about their proposals. Instead, they post proposals on social media or they claim to have found waste, fraud, or abuse. And we know that the vast majority of waste, fraud, or abuse exists within the Defense Department. And yet there's not been any conversations yet whatsoever about the fact that the Defense Department has failed to pass an audit in at least the last 6 audits.
If you're not familiar with the concept of being ratioed, let me fill you in. It's basically when someone tweets something so cringeworthy that the number of replies and quotes outnumbers the likes and retweets, which basically means everyone on the internet is telling you you're wrong. It's the social media equivalent of getting booed off stage, except it happens in real time. And if anyone knows about getting ratioed, it's Elon Musk. The man has been ratioed so many times on Twitter that he probably needs a therapist just to unpack it. Crockett's message? Maybe before you start charging into space, try charging your social media accounts with some common sense first. But don't get it twisted. This wasn't just about Musk's inability to run a website or his questionable space plans. No. It was about calling out the blatant hypocrisy of someone who is sitting pretty in his multi-billion-dollar fortress of steel and electric vehicles, while the rest of us are out here trying to make it work on Earth.
that the only mission that Donald Trump has is making sure that he can line his pockets, line Elon's pockets, and any other billionaire, all at our expense. It's not just going to be the people you dislike that are going to miss out on their Medicare, Medicaid, or their Social Security. Or down in the state of Florida, where two of these seats are, they are talking about getting rid of FEMA. It is time to wake up, and it doesn't mean that you're a Democrat if you vote democratically.
So this is
The key point Crockett was making: if you're going to take on the government, the least you can do is stop playing the role of the victim while getting richer and richer. And honestly, this was where she really hit him where it hurt. Because for all of Musk's fame and fortune, when you strip it down to the basics, he's just another dude who loves to tweet too much and can't handle a little heat. And Jasmine made sure the internet knew that. She even took a moment to let Musk know that she saw through his revolutionary personality. "You act like you're changing the world with your flamethrowers and cars that drive themselves," she said. "But I've got news for you, bud. People need healthcare, education, and, reliable public transit. Start there, mister. I'm gonna take over the world." At this point, Twitter was absolutely on fire. People were posting their reactions in real time, sharing screen grabs, and making memes faster than you could blink. It was like watching an internet roast unfold in front of your very eyes. And Musk, well, let's just say his silence spoke volumes.
You're also calling on Musk to appear before Congress. Why? What do you want to ask him?
Well, first of all, I want to ask him, what exactly has he been doing? Who is it that he's hired? Who is it that he's firing? How he's coming to the conclusions that he's coming to? What makes him believe that getting rid of our workforce, including those that are in charge of keeping our situation safe or keeping planes from falling out of the sky? I want some analysis behind what it is that he is recommending to the president or to OPM or to anyone else that is engaging in what I feel like is more so a dismantling of our modern day democratic republic. And I want him to basically prove me wrong. I want to know that there is some end game that actually benefits the American people. And it's not just about lining his pockets, which we see as he recommended to turn off the spigot of money to everyone else. He ended up garnering himself an additional $400 million contract for Tesla and an additional over $300 million for SpaceX.
Oh, and don't think Jasmine didn't notice. She followed up with one last gem that just sealed the deal. "Look, Elon, you can take all the SpaceX rockets you want to Mars, but you better make sure you're leaving behind a better world for us here on Earth, because that's where we're stuck with all your problems." Mic drop. So what's the moral of the story here? Well, maybe it's that no one, not even a billionaire with his own personal space program, is above a little dose of reality. And when Jasmine Crockett comes in with the heat, it's not just to make a point, it's to send a message. So next time Elon Musk tries to revolutionize something, he better make sure he's ready for the truth bomb that's coming from the one person who can match his outrageousness with even more fire. In conclusion, Jasmine Crockett didn't just destroy Elon Musk, she leveled him. And now, Elon's probably out there, designing a new rocket ship that can take him far, far away from the Twitterverse. But don't worry, Jasmine will be there waiting. And this time, she's got a map.